Welcome to the Science Magicians. In the dense forests of Africa and Asia, three incredible creatures reign supreme: the orangutans, chimpanzees, and gorillas. They are our closest relatives, sharing much of our DNA, yet they lead lives vastly different from ours and from each other. In this video, we explore their fascinating world, their relationships, and what makes them uniquely special. 1. Evolutionary connection. Humans, orangutans, chimpanzees, and gorillas are all part of the great ape family, Hominidae. While humans diverged from this family millions of years ago, the remaining great apes continued to evolve in distinct ways. Among these, chimpanzees are our closest relatives, sharing an astounding 98 to 99% of our DNA. Gorillas, with their immense strength, share 98% of our genes, while orangutans, the gentle giants of the trees, share 97%. This evolutionary closeness reveals more than just genetics; it reflects shared intelligence, emotions, and even tool use. 2. Physical characteristics. Standing side by side, their differences are immediately apparent. Orangutans, with their fiery reddish-orange coats, are masters of the trees, their long arms spanning up to 7 feet. Chimpanzees, on the other hand, are smaller and more compact, with muscular builds designed for agility and ground movement. Then there are gorillas, true giants of the forest, their massive chests and silver-backed males exuding raw power. Despite these differences, their shared physical traits, opposable thumbs, expressive faces, and incredible dexterity, remind us of our shared ancestry. 3. Habitat and lifestyle. Orangutans. In the rainforests of Borneo and Sumatra, orangutans spend almost their entire lives in the treetops. Their long fingers and strong arms allow them to swing effortlessly from branch to branch. But their forest homes are under constant threat from deforestation, making their survival precarious. Chimpanzees. Chimpanzees inhabit the forests and savannas of Africa. They are highly adaptable, foraging for fruits, nuts, and even hunting small animals in coordinated groups. Their habitats often overlap with human settlements, leading to both conflict and remarkable opportunities for research. Gorillas. Gorillas live in the lush forests of Central Africa. Mountain gorillas, in particular, thrive in colder, higher altitudes, surviving on a diet of leaves, shoots, and stems. Their lives are intricately tied to these forests, making them key indicators of ecological health. 4. Social structure. Orangutans. Unlike the other great apes, orangutans are solitary by nature. Males roam alone, marking their territory with loud calls, while females stay close to their young. This solitary lifestyle helps them avoid competition for food in the dense but resource-scarce rainforests. Chimpanzees. Chimpanzees are the social butterflies of the great ape world, living in large, complex communities that can number up to 150 members. These groups are hierarchical, with alpha males using intelligence and alliances to maintain dominance. Females, too, form bonds, often transferring to new groups to prevent inbreeding. Gorillas. Gorilla groups are led by a single dominant silverback male, who serves as both protector and leader. A typical group includes several females and their offspring, and while the silverback enforces discipline, his role is also deeply nurturing. 5. Male differences. Orangutans. Male orangutans develop large cheek pads, or flanges, once they reach maturity, an indicator of dominance. Flanged males are larger and emit long calls to announce their presence, often intimidating rivals and attracting females. Chimpanzees. Male chimpanzees are highly aggressive and competitive, forming coalitions to climb the social ladder. This constant struggle for dominance shapes the social structure, with intelligence and strategy often outweighing brute strength. Gorillas. The silverback gorilla is an icon of strength and leadership. He protects his group from threats, defends their territory, and even mediates disputes. Younger males, known as blackbacks, often remain on the fringes, biding their time to challenge for leadership or form their own group. 6. Female differences. Orangutans. Female orangutans are the primary caregivers, dedicating years to raising a single offspring. They are solitary like males but maintain overlapping territories with their daughters, creating subtle social networks. Chimpanzees. Female chimpanzees play a quieter role in the group but are crucial for its genetic diversity. By migrating between communities, they prevent inbreeding and bring new alliances to the group. Gorillas. Female gorillas form close bonds with the silverback, who offers them and their offspring protection. Their role within the group ensures its stability, as they often mediate conflicts among younger members. 7. Babies and mothers. Orangutans. Orangutan mothers are unrivaled in their dedication. For up to 9 years, a mother teaches her young how to climb, forage, and build nests. This long dependency fosters a deep bond, ensuring the survival of their offspring in the wild. Chimpanzees. Chimpanzee mothers are equally attentive, nursing their babies for about 4 years. Beyond physical care, they teach them social skills, such as using tools, recognizing allies, and interpreting the group's dynamics. Gorillas. Gorilla infants rely on their mothers for nourishment and comfort, clinging to them for the first few months. As they grow, the silverback often becomes a playful protector, creating a sense of safety that allows the young to explore. 8. The sexual and social structures of great apes, orangutans, the solitary romantics. Deep within the rainforests of Borneo and Sumatra, the orangutans lead lives of quiet independence. Their sexual and social structure is as unique as the treetops they inhabit. Sexual structure. Male orangutans fall into 2 categories, flanged and unflanged. Flanged males, with their prominent cheek pads and loud, booming calls, are the dominant suitors, attracting females from miles away. Unflanged males, smaller and lacking these features, must resort to stealth, and sometimes aggression, to secure mates. It's a competitive world where size and vocal strength determine success. Female orangutans, on the other hand, are selective but pragmatic. They often choose flanged males for their genetic strength and protection during courtship. However, mating encounters are brief, and once the act is complete, the male and female part ways, returning to their solitary lives. Social structure. Unlike other great apes, orangutans prefer solitude. Adult males maintain vast territories, fiercely avoiding one another unless in competition for a mate. Females, while solitary as well, are slightly more social, maintaining overlapping territories with their daughters. This creates subtle networks that, while not group-oriented, allow for occasional interactions. Chimpanzees, the social strategists. In the forests and savannas of Africa, the chimpanzees live in bustling communities, their lives a mix of cooperation, competition, and complex relationships. Sexual structure. Chimpanzees have a promiscuous mating system. Females, during their fertile phase, exhibit dramatic sexual swellings, signaling readiness to mate. This attracts multiple males, triggering intense competition. High-ranking males, often the alphas, monopolize access to females, but clever subordinates sometimes manage to mate in secret. Interestingly, female choice still plays a role. They may favor males who groom them, share food, or demonstrate kindness. It's a balance of power and preference, where alliances and relationships often influence reproduction. Social structure. Chimpanzees live in what scientists call a fission-fusion society. Large communities, sometimes numbering over 100 members, constantly split into smaller groups for foraging and socializing. This fluid structure allows flexibility but also fosters intense political dynamics. At the heart of their social world are male hierarchies. Alpha males rule through a combination of strength, intelligence, and strategic alliances. But leadership is not guaranteed. Subordinate males often band together to challenge the dominant male. Female chimpanzees, while less hierarchical, are independent, often migrating between groups to avoid inbreeding. Gorillas, the gentle giants. In the misty mountains and dense forests of Africa, gorillas thrive in close-knit groups led by their iconic silverbacks. Their lives revolve around loyalty, protection, and a powerful leader. Sexual structure. The silverback gorilla is both a protector and a patriarch. As the leader of his troop, he monopolizes reproduction, mating with the adult females in his group. Younger males, known as blackbacks, remain on the periphery, waiting for an opportunity to lead their own group. Female gorillas, in turn, are loyal to the silverback. They rely on him for protection and reproductive success, forming strong bonds within the group. Unlike chimpanzees, gorilla females do not display visible signs of estrus, making their mating behaviors more private and less competitive. Social structure. Gorilla troops are tight-knit, typically consisting of a dominant silverback, several females, and their offspring. The silverback's role goes beyond reproduction. He decides where the group will forage, mediates disputes, and defends against predators or rival males. His presence is both commanding and nurturing, as he often plays gently with the young. Within the group, females form bonds with each other and with the silverback. These relationships ensure stability and cooperation, creating a harmonious and structured social system. When we compare these great apes, their sexual and social structures reflect their environments and survival needs. Orangutans, with their sparse rainforest homes, live alone to reduce competition for food. Chimpanzees, in resource-rich areas, thrive in large, competitive groups where alliances and strategies dominate. Gorillas, in their dense forests, build cohesive families under the guidance of a powerful yet caring leader. Each of these structures, solitary, strategic, or familial, offers a glimpse into the incredible adaptability of these great apes. From the quiet independence of the orangutans to the dynamic politics of chimpanzees and the serene unity of gorillas, their lives are a testament to the diversity of evolution and the complexity of social bonds. Behavioral and cognitive traits of orangutans, chimpanzees, and gorillas. Orangutans, the solitary problem solvers. High in the canopies of Borneo and Sumatra, orangutans navigate a life of independence. This solitude demands extraordinary cognitive abilities. Behavioral traits. Orangutans are renowned for their tool use. They craft sticks to extract insects, use leaves as umbrellas during rain, and even create leafy gloves to handle thorny plants. Their innovation stems from the challenges of living alone, where they must rely entirely on themselves to solve problems. Socially, orangutans are cautious but capable of forming bonds when necessary. Mothers teach their offspring essential survival skills, such as identifying edible plants and constructing nests. These lessons can last up to 8 years, the longest period of maternal care among great apes. Cognitive traits. Orangutans excel in spatial memory. They can recall the location and seasonal availability of fruit trees across vast territories. Their planning abilities are also remarkable. For instance, a flanged male may strategically call to attract females while avoiding potential rivals. In captivity, orangutans demonstrate impressive imitation skills, learning human actions such as using tools or unlocking complex mechanisms. Their ability to adapt and think ahead highlights a level of foresight rarely seen in the animal kingdom. Chimpanzees, the dynamic innovators. In the lively communities of African forests, chimpanzees shine as social strategists and inventive thinkers. Their behaviors and cognitive traits reflect their vibrant and competitive lives. Behavioral traits. Chimpanzees are the masters of tool use among apes. They create spears from branches to hunt small animals, use stones to crack open nuts, and even fashion leaf sponges to collect water. These behaviors are not instinctive but learned through observation and practice, showcasing cultural transmission within groups. Socially, their lives are dynamic. Grooming is a cornerstone of chimpanzee society, strengthening bonds and maintaining alliances. At the same time, power struggles among males and cooperative hunts for prey, such as colobus monkeys, highlight their teamwork and strategy. Cognitive traits. Chimpanzees exhibit exceptional problem-solving skills. They can assess complex situations, such as planning ambushes during hunts or navigating intricate dominance hierarchies. They also display empathy and emotional intelligence. For instance, chimpanzees console each other after conflicts, a behavior that reflects an understanding of others' emotional states. Additionally, their ability to recognize themselves in mirrors indicates self-awareness, a trait shared with only a few species on Earth. Gorillas, the gentle thinkers. In the serene forests of Central Africa, gorillas exhibit a quieter but no less profound intelligence. Their behaviors blend strength, patience, and emotional depth. Behavioral traits. Gorillas are less tool-oriented than their counterparts but have been observed using sticks to gauge water depth or as walking aids. Their foraging behavior demonstrates careful planning, as they select and combine various plants for a nutritionally balanced diet. Socially, gorillas thrive in cohesive groups led by a dominant silverback. Their interactions are often peaceful, with playful wrestling among youngsters and gentle grooming sessions strengthening familial bonds. Conflict is rare but decisive, with silverbacks using displays of strength to maintain order. Cognitive traits. Gorillas are capable of complex communication. They use over 20 distinct vocalizations to convey different messages, from warnings to reassurances. In captivity, gorillas like Koko have famously learned sign language, demonstrating an ability to understand and use symbolic communication. Their problem-solving abilities are subtle but significant. For example, gorillas can assess risks before crossing rivers or climbing unstable trees, showing an understanding of cause and effect. They also exhibit emotional sensitivity, mourning the loss of group members and forming lasting attachments. As we step back and reflect on the lives of orangutans, chimpanzees, and gorillas, their differences become a testament to the adaptability and ingenuity of nature. Orangutans, the solitary architects of the canopy, show us the power of self-reliance and patience. Chimpanzees, the dynamic innovators of the forests, remind us of the importance of cooperation and cultural evolution. Gorillas, the gentle giants of the mountains, teach us about the strength found in unity and emotional bonds. Though their behaviors and cognitive traits vary, these great apes share an undeniable thread of intelligence, emotional depth, and resilience. Each species has carved its path, shaped by its environment and needs, yet all serve as mirrors of our own complexities and capabilities. In understanding them, we deepen our connection not just to these extraordinary creatures but to the shared story of life on Earth.